What if your entire city disappeared in just 3 hours, and no one ever came back? This isn't science fiction. This is the true story of Pripyat. There's a city in northern Ukraine where time stopped on April 26, 1986. A place where the clocks are frozen, where toys still lie scattered across the floor of a kindergarten, where wild animals roam the streets that once echoed with children's laughter. This is Pripyat, the most haunting ghost town in the modern world. A city not destroyed by bombs or war, but by silence, lies, and radiation. Pripyat was born in 1970, a shining example of Soviet progress. It was built to serve the workers of the nearby Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant, a powerful symbol of nuclear energy and technological ambition. Unlike many grim industrial cities in the USSR, Pripyat was different. It was modern, clean, and well-designed. It had wide boulevards, over 13,000 apartments, 5 schools, a hospital, a cultural palace, sports facilities, and even a soon-to-open amusement park. It was home to nearly 50,000 residents, many of them young families. There were concerts, cinemas, soccer matches, science clubs, swimming pools. People were proud to live in Pripyat. The average age? Just 26 years old. It was a city of youth, of hope, of the future. Then came the night of April 26, 1986. During a safety test gone wrong, reactor number 4 of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded. The blast released radioactive material equal to hundreds of Hiroshima bombs. But in Pripyat, life continued as usual. The explosion happened at 1:23 a.m., but no one told the public. Not immediately. Not even as radiation poured into the air. Children went to school that morning. People went to work. Some reported a strange metallic taste in the air. Others saw the blue glow of radiation in the night sky. But the official message, everything is under control. It wasn't until 36 hours later, on April 27, that the evacuation was announced. Loudspeakers echoed through the city, attention. Due to an unfavorable radiation situation, the city of Pripyat will be temporarily evacuated. Residents were told to pack only essentials. Just a few clothes, some food. No one told them they were leaving forever. At 2 p.m., the buses arrived, over 1,000 of them. The entire population was evacuated in less than 3 hours. Pets were left behind. Personal belongings remained in homes. Plants were left on windowsills. Lunches half-eaten on kitchen tables. Pripyat became a city frozen in time. What followed was one of the worst nuclear disasters in human history. The wind carried radioactive isotopes across Europe. Thousands of cleanup workers, called liquidators, were sent in to bury the radiation, build the sarcophagus, and decontaminate what they could. Many paid with their lives. In Pripyat, the radiation was intense, especially from isotopes like cesium-137 and iodine-131. The average person received dozens of times the normal dose of radiation, even before they left. Some residents began to show signs of radiation sickness within hours, nausea, headaches, skin burns. But the true damage came years later, in the form of cancer, birth defects, and shortened lives. In the decades since the evacuation, nature returned to Pripyat, with force. Trees grew through sidewalks. Ivy swallowed buildings. Foxes, wolves, wild horses, and deer now roam the empty streets. Ironically, in the absence of humans, wildlife has thrived. Scientists now study the region as an eerie experiment in rewilding. Birds build nests in radiation-soaked buildings. Bears fish in nearby rivers. Life, in some strange way, goes on. One of the most iconic images of Pripyat is the Ferris wheel, a bright yellow structure towering above the city center. It was scheduled to open on May 1, 1986, for the annual May Day celebration. But it never turned. Some say it was briefly operated on April 27, to distract the children before evacuation. Others say it never ran at all. Either way, today it stands rusted and silent, a symbol of lost innocence and unrealized joy. Today, Pripyat sits inside the Chernobyl exclusion zone, a 30-kilometer radius around the plant where civilian access is restricted. Yet every year, thousands of tourists visit, wearing protective gear, Geiger counters in hand. They walk through abandoned apartments, pick up Soviet newspapers from 1986, and see toys still lying in dusty cribs. Some areas have been cleaned and are relatively safe for short visits. Others remain dangerously hot. But no matter where you stand in Pripyat, there's a feeling. A stillness. A whisper from the past. As if the city is watching you, remembering what happened, and warning you not to forget. What makes Pripyat so tragic isn't just the radiation. It's the cover-up, the lies, the delay in telling the truth. Had the people been warned earlier, fewer would have suffered. But politics, pride, and power took priority over human lives. In many ways, Pripyat is a reminder of what happens when truth is buried and disaster is denied. The city is empty, but it speaks volumes. Pripyat is not just a ghost town. It is a museum of disaster, a symbol of human error, and a graveyard of memory. Today, it remains eerily silent, but its silence is not empty. It is filled with the voices of 50,000 people who once called it home. And as long as the Ferris wheel stands, rusting in the wind, and the trees push through broken concrete, Pripyat will never be truly forgotten. Thank you for watching. If you were moved by the story of Pripyat, leave a comment, share this video, and subscribe for more forgotten history.